recently was very athletic, and he went in there and did a job and threw a lot of different types of punches. He's a tough guy.
We've seen Juarez before a number of times, and he used to come out when he was fighting 4-rounders, just come out, Lennox, and just try to blow guys out. He's trying to box a little more these days.
He is. He said he has to learn, be a bit more patient, and I agree with him. And this fight is being patient, and that's what he's really working on. But he's a puncher that throws power shots. Any one of his punches can hurt you and knock you out.
That is another hard right hand. He's landed 2 strong right hands. Linger obviously has a good jaw. He's able to absorb that, but you can't take too many of those.
Yeah, he doesn't want to sit on the ropes. Linger doesn't want to do that, but he basically called Omar to the ropes by sitting on the ropes, put his hands up high, and tried to counter off of some blocks. That didn't really work, though.
So much room behind him to move out of the way.
But he did what I said he would do. He lured Omar into the corner and then countered with a hook off of a block, and then spun out and turned Juarez around. He's no dummy. I mean, Linger is actually a pretty smart kid. Landed 2 good body shots, a right hand, another body shot. So he's...
No, you figure for a tough man, you figure he'd be going in there trying to take a punch. But he's got good defense. He's got his hands up, and he doesn't like to take punches.
That's right.
Linger did land a good right hand there. Just eats that shot, hook to the body. And now Juarez gets to fire off his hands. A little bolo work there if they're going to trade. Linger seemed to be bucking a little bit on that body shot.
Yeah.
He's getting slowed down.
Omar Juarez landed 2 back-to-back liver shots that Linger felt. And there goes another one. He's going from top to bottom.
Fight he wants to get into, because he realized he doesn't really have too much talent, but he's got the power, he's got the grit, and he got the energy to do that.
Wow, vicious uppercut there, and I think it just clipped Juarez, but Juarez, meantime, banging it to the body.
Oh, and he just ran into a left hook by running in with his own right hand. Linger got clipped with the left hook. He's getting hit with some great body shots as well by Omar Juarez. But I tell you, he's tough, he's absorbing the punishment, and he's coming right back.
Good body shot and another uppercut by Linger. He's landed 2 or 3 of those uppercuts in this fight so far.
Yeah, those are
got
good.
A pretty good brawl here against Juarez.
Yeah, what he's doing is coming around to the side, and then he's bringing.
But if you remember in the fighter meetings, good counterpunch by Linger. But if you remember in the fighter meetings, Linger said he didn't have a lot of time to get into shape for this fight, and he's not exactly at the top of his conditioning right now. Let's see if that plays a part.
Yeah, it does play a little bit part, but he fights in pockets. Anytime he gets a chance, anytime Juarez is close to him, that's when he's trying to fight, which he should be. But he also needs to move the legs a little bit closer to him.
And Lennox, I think, too, Juarez has hit him with some shots that he's wondering, how come this guy's still there? I mean, he's hitting him some pretty flush with some combinations, and Linger's just standing in front of him.
You're right.
Plus, he realizes, he's got 4 rounds to work and try and get him out of here.
Heidi Angel has a little bit from Dakota Linger's corner. Heidi, what do we have?
That's right. I spoke to Tim Wheeler in the corner, and he told me that they told him they liked how he started that last round. They want him to push Omar Juarez back. They want
slug it out. Juarez landing his shots, but also eating a few shots as he stays closer to Linger.
Yeah, Omar turned southpaw for a second and then ate a right hand in the middle of the transition. So, he should stay right-handed. That's where he's doing his best work, and should use the center of the ring using his jab and distance. He doesn't need to sit in the pocket with this guy. Let him get lucky.
I think you're absolutely right. And then look at those shots. Yeah, and he puts his hands down too. That's bad form. Look, Marcos gave Linger a round, and I think that's being kind of generous. But you can certainly get your head spun around by anybody, and Linger will do it for you if you give him a chance.
Yeah, this is a situation when Juarez just needs to block the punches and come back with his punch. I think he's not getting hurt. He wants to do this. He doesn't have to box like this. He can keep the fight from a distance, but he's enjoying this type of fight.
Joe, wouldn't you tell him to box a little more?
Well, it's funny. It's funny. Normally, a great liver shot. It is happening again. His dad's seeing what I'm seeing right now. The guy's getting shots in which he doesn't need to be getting in with. He's got too fast of hands, Juarez. He's got good feet. He could still knock him out. Like you said, don't look for the knockout. It'll come. If you keep working from the outside, land your long shots, and be accurate, you can get the same effect instead of offering yourself up to Linger on the inside.
And that's what he's doing right now. You saw just before, able to jab and then step back, jab and step back. He can do that all night.
You still got to be busy, though. Now, just because you're not on the inside, Omar, even on the outside, right there, you got to counter when you step back, just like that. See? But now put a right uppercut behind that, or a right hand behind that hook when you counter stepping back.
Now he turns southpaw briefly and then back over, but now on the inside, and Linger's able to land some shots. Juarez able to stick that jab
like that, and just feels very confident, and see, like that, just pulls back a little bit, doesn't use his feet, just his upper body. So he feels like he's got Linger.
Yeah, he's very confident in this fight right now. He's doing what he wants to do. He's practicing different things, and he's looking for that perfect opening. He's waiting for Linger to throw a shot so he can throw a shot and counterpunch him.
Juarez trying to get creative there and able to dip down with the hook. Linger has been very consistent in this fight as well. Pretty sound defensively. Again, considering the arsenal that he's facing in Juarez. Uppercut by Juarez. Right hand, and then had to eat a right hand from Juarez.
Yeah, that was a nice shoulder roll by Juarez. He slipped the right hand, came back with his own short one. He's just feeling real confident right now, like he's in total control, which he is. And I think this is just going to be another fight, all of it out of you.
Well, when they look back at this tape, they're going to see a lot of hard shots from Juarez. I said Juarez must have hit him a bunch of times. Thought, this guy's still standing there? Shouldn't he be down? There's a good hard right hand by Juarez. Again, teeing up, and that rocked his world. But Linger is still there. He's got a granite chin.
Yeah, Dakota's a tough kid. Tough.
And see,
now Juarez is going for the knockout. Has him in the corner and was teeing off.
He is going for the knockout. Yeah, he is going for the knockout fight. You're right. I think he'd like to get one more on his record because, right now he's got 4 knockouts in 8 fights.
And here's where Linger's experience as a wrestler, as a tough man, where he does not quit. And there was every reason for him just to get drilled in that corner. He takes
73, all 3 in favor of the winner, and still undefeated, Omar El Relámpago Juarez.
Omar Juarez